Hello Internet, I'll be Fox here yet again, and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer Generals. In the last part we took on the second Chinese mission, and in this part we'll be tackling the third.
General, we have a most critical situation. Another terror cell has infested the area surrounding the Three Gorges Dam. Enemy reinforcements now threaten our own valiant troops, including our agent, codenamed Black Lotus. Use any means necessary to halt this GLA advance and annihilate their soldiers.
You heard the lady? Let's get a move on. First things first, build your command center as usual. And have your units come down here in order to defend. This here is Black Lotus. She is a commando of sorts for the Chinese army. Her abilities are that she can capture buildings, disable enemy vehicles, and steal money. She is also stealthed. Now, bring her over here. You get a free dozer, which is always handy. So you can build up a power plant. And you can have her capture both of these buildings. This is an oil refinery, I believe. Yes, it is. And it reduces the cost of all vehicles. Quite handy. So you can see you're going to be periodically attacked by the GLA over here. But your forces should be more than enough to take care of them. Get your supply center ready, and bring your dozer over here. There is a specific reason for this. I should also mention that you should actually put your units inside these buildings. This is a bunker. It is a building that the Chinese can build, and it functions as a civilian building. You're going to want to start building defenses over here. You'll see why in a moment. Once you started doing that, build up a bunch of supply trucks, build your barracks if you so want one, and bring your battle masters over here. Yes, I should also mention, you are timed for this. As the GLA will destroy it themselves.
With the dam broke, the water level is dropping. If the water drops enough, they'll be able to cross.
We need to build up more forces before the GLA cross the river. Let's build.
And that's why you need to build your defenses over here. Because once the dam is destroyed, there'll be a lot of forces over here waiting to cross. Now, I recommend for this mission, take this, Artillery Barrage Level 2, and Cluster Mines. Drop the Cluster Mines right here. Now that that's done, you can feel free to sell this bunker, evacuate this building, so you don't need these anymore, and simply bring your troops over here. Now in this mission, you're given access to the airfield. This is one of the most powerful buildings in the Chinese arsenal. if I do say so myself. You'll see what it allows you to do in a moment. Bunkers can be garrisoned by only 5 soldiers, and it's typically best to put tank hunters in them, which are the standard missile infantry of the Chinese. This here should be good enough to defend you from their attacks. Now, as I mentioned in part 2, I believe, the Chinese have access to MiGs, which are their aircraft. This level introduces airfield combat to the game. Or aerial combat, as I should say. MiGs are, well, as you can see here, planes. They have two shots to fire. They're quite fast. And you'll see in a moment what they can do. Just have it attack this rebel. As you can see there, they create a small firestorm with their shots, which is heavily damaging to everything. They can also attack other air units, which not many planes can do. Though they are quite fragile, so be careful of that. Now for this mission, all you need to do is build about 3 airfields and fill them all with MiGs. You can only build 4 MiGs in each airfield, so be careful of that. Pardon me. If you want to lighten the load that's about to attack you as well, you can use an artillery barrage here. And that should clear out most of them.
Sir, the
Before I
GLA
forget.
will be able to cross the river soon. Let's prepare a warm welcome.
And let's watch this. Because explosions are pretty. As you can see there, the only thing that survived was a single Scorpion tank. Although they've already sent 2 more over to replace the 2 that they lost. And they are now able to cross the river. It seems. But as you can see, the cluster mines will make quick work of enemies coming across. So, just going to build up an armada of MiGs. Well, we will once I get the proper funds. And yes, as you can see, the MiGs would normally be about 1,200 credits. But because I captured the oil refinery, they're only 1,080 now.
Has dropped. The GLA are crossing the river.
Yes, this is the point where the GLA will begin to cross. The GLA base is around here, is around this area, and you have to destroy every building there. If you hold down Shift while and drag a box, you can select multiple units. I'm going to group in my MiGs, and we're going to move out. Now, just to show you that everything this map has to offer, I'll send them down here first, so that you can see that there is something quite nice down here. If you need more supplies, there is a supply dock right here. This also offers a quick way to the enemy base. But be careful, because there is a stinger site here. You want to take that out immediately. That should be your first priority with a bombing run. Now, as you can see, all of their units are now coming into attack. But that shouldn't be much trouble. If you have your defenses built up properly, and cluster mines set up, you should be perfectly fine. When MiGs attack, they return to their airfield to restock on ammunition and also to repair. So don't worry if they take damage out in the field, they'll be perfectly fine when they come back. The Gatling cannon is getting a bit wounded, so Gonna have my dozer repair it.
Under attack! Standing by. Setting new
Next, we're gonna attack that.
With their base, finish them off. General, the GLA supply pile is sitting in the middle of the town. If we can cut them off from their supplies, they'll be unable to continue the fight.
Let's build.
Yes, another thing I should mention about the MiGs. Since they deal fire damage, they benefit from the black napalm upgrade.
Of course. Looks promising. Strapped in and ready. Field target location confirmed. Sneak in route.
Nah, let's not. I'll just let the Gatling cannons deal with those.
Copy that. Objective sighted.
There we go. Slowly but surely we're taking them out. It may not be the quickest way to beat an opponent, but it's certainly a very effective way. Now they only have 2 buildings left. So victory is within grasp. MiGs are repaired,
Altering course.
so we're going to send them back down. Yes, I should mention a few of these features. Attack Move orders the unit to move to the target location, and it will attack any enemies it encounters on the way, regardless of what they are.
Attacking transporters. Objective sighted.
Guard has a unit patrol an area, and it will attack any enemies that come within that area. Also, we have one.
We are victorious.
I'll take a moment after the victory screen to explain further. And we are victorious. Yes, but as I said, the guard command causes a unit to patrol an area, and it will attack any enemies that comes within its patrol range. Quite handy if you need to defend a certain point. Anyway, that was the 3rd China campaign mission. So, join me next time for the 4th.